What's up, everybody? John Hoover from the franchise. I am at Jerry World. I am at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Just watched the Oklahoma Sooners take down Baylor 30-23 in a magnificent football game. Overtime it took. Fifth straight Big 12 championship for the Oklahoma Sooners. That kind of longevity, winning championships, conference championships, has not been accomplished since 1975 when Alabama did it from 1971 to 75. Now, I'm recording this in the evening on Saturday night after the game, so Clemson still has a chance to tie that record tonight. But think about that for just a second. Oklahoma takes down Baylor to win its fifth consecutive Big 12 championship. That is a remarkable feat. Hasn't been done in 40 years. That's something that Oklahoma, Lincoln Riley, has continued, has taken what Bob Stoops gave him, the pride in the program and the monster that guys like Bud Wilkinson created and Barry Switzer fed. Bob Stoops certainly fed it. Lincoln Riley has taken that to another level in terms of winning conference championships. That's something that I think Oklahoma fans are very proud of and probably should be proud of, even though they haven't won a playoff game yet, even though they haven't won a national championship since 2000. It's been a long time, but I'm telling you something. After watching this Oklahoma defense tonight, this team, this OU team, might very well be the one that is equipped to go to the next level, whether that's winning a playoff game, whether that's winning a national championship. This one has got a defense. The 2017 Sooners in the playoffs didn't have a very good defense. The 2018 Sooners in the playoffs had a terrible defense. Somehow they still got to the playoffs. Well, this championship out here on this field was accomplished with defense. OU's going to be back in the playoff picture when the announcement is made tomorrow morning. They're going to be back in the Final Four for the fourth time in 5 years. Another remarkable accomplishment. Think about this. Lincoln Riley told us back on October 26th, when the Sooners had just lost their game at Kansas State 48-41, he was asked the playoff question. Well, he answered it by saying, this team just needs to win. They need to fix some things, yes, he said, but they just need to win games. And this was back on October 26th. The next game they had was the middle of November because they had an open date the following week. So think about that. They lost their last game. Basically, going into November, they're able to stay the course, win the rest of their games, win the Big 12 championship, and pull out a 30-23 victory over Baylor. Here's the deal. Play of the game tonight was turned in by none other than Trey Brown, the often embattled cornerback, I think underappreciated cornerback for the Sooners. He chases down a receiver. Chris Platt breaks free on a 78-yard, what looks like a go-ahead touchdown in the final 5.5 minutes or so. Trey Brown chased him down from behind, from a long way back. And that's the kind of effort that Alex Grinch is looking for when he put this defense together. That's the kind of attitude, the kind of will and grit that he wants this team, he wants this defense to display on a daily basis. He said that was not a good play. That was a bad play. It was a bad football play. It's bad defense. But the things we can learn from that play of Trey Brown chasing him down is something that they can build on going forward. That's something that didn't happen in 2017. That's something that didn't happen in 2018, especially in a championship game setting. So a lot to build on there for the Oklahoma defense. Here's the bottom line. Baylor went through three quarterbacks tonight. The starter, Charlie Brewer, got hurt. He tried to run over Buki Radley-Hiles. They both collided heads. I think both guys ended up getting hurt, leaving the game. So Charlie Brewer left the game. He's the starting quarterback. Gary Bohannon came in to replace him. He's kind of a two-dimensional dual-threat quarterback who's going to run around more than he's going to throw it. But Matt Rule said he had a bum knee from earlier in the season and was hobbling around all week. Well, a dual-threat quarterback is not going to be able to run the football, is not going to be very effective. So they took him out and they put in their third-string quarterback, Jacob Zeno. Jacob Zeno, a true freshman. He's got a lot of arm talent, obviously. He comes in and what does he do? He throws a deep ball, and it's a touchdown, 81-yard touchdown. He comes in later in the fourth quarter, and he throws another ball, deep ball, perfect deep ball. Looks like a touchdown. That's the Trey Brown chase down. That was a game-changing play, obviously, but Baylor ran three pass plays, produced 192 yards. Okay, that's a lot, and that's pretty unforgivable, especially two of them were touchdowns. Well, the other 53 Baylor plays produced 73 total yards of offense. So Oklahoma's defense was really on point tonight. They were getting after the quarterback. They were stuffing the run game. Baylor averaged 1.2 yards per carry. They finished the game with 265 total yards. Again, they only had 8 first downs, Baylor did, and in a game where offense is at a premium, the Big 12 conference, you're getting big chunks of yards, you're producing big points, you're getting a lot of first downs, you're keeping drives alive. Baylor couldn't stay on the field. Oklahoma's defense had 6 3-and-outs today, plus the overtime stop. So that's something that I think is gonna haunt Matt Rule and the Baylor defense, but the Baylor team going forward. 445 yards was Baylor's per game average, as well as 36 points per game. Tonight, 263 yards and 23 points. So Trey Brown gets the stop. The Bears have to kick a field goal. Oklahoma doesn't score. Baylor doesn't score. The game goes to overtime, and that's kind of where Oklahoma wanted them, essentially. Lincoln Riley said he was very confident going into the overtime. I mean, think about it. The Baylor quarterbacks can't throw deep because they start at the 25-yard line, so that's one thing in Oklahoma's favor. But Oklahoma gets the ball first. Ramondre Stevenson powers in after the face mask penalty against CeeDee Lamb. By the way, CeeDee Lamb, 8 catches, 170 yards tonight. Huge game for him. Keep in mind, he didn't play in the first game down in Waco, the 34-31 Oklahoma victory. After Ramondre Stevenson's touchdown puts Oklahoma ahead 30-23, the Sooner defense just gets after Zeno. It's 3 incomplete passes and a quarterback sack that was on 3rd down, so he never really had a chance. The Sooners celebrate their 5th consecutive Big 12 championship. Now, offensively, the Sooners actually struggled a little bit. They put up some numbers, but Jalen Hurts with the first half fumble, he was hit on a blindside sack. He has a first half interception. That thing was taken away. Both of those produced Baylor points. So Oklahoma's offense didn't have it going, but that's okay because for the first time in a long time, the Oklahoma defense bailed them out. I will say this too. This is the 2nd consecutive game and the 3rd game of the year where Oklahoma's defense did get a little bit lucky. They faced a backup quarterback and tonight even a 3rd-string quarterback. So it reminded me of that stretch in 2015 where the Sooners faced 4 consecutive backup quarterbacks to end the season. So OU comes into this weekend at ranked number 6. They're waiting now for tomorrow's playoff announcement. If you want to watch it, it's going to be on ESPN at 11 a.m. Oklahoma, listen, number 5 lost last night. Utah lost to Oregon, so that hurdle got cleared out of the way for Oklahoma. Number 4 lost tonight. Georgia lost to number 2 ranked LSU, so that hurdle got cleared out. Bottom line, Sooners are at number 6 coming into this weekend. They're going easily to slide into number 4, and they're back in the playoff for the 4th time in 5 years. Now, here's the thing. It looks like Oklahoma might have a team this year that could actually win a playoff game. For more coverage of the Big 12 championship game, tomorrow's Selection Sunday announcement, and all of Oklahoma's games, practices, and everything else, press conferences in the month of December, keep it right here at thefranchiseok.com.